In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 4 tips to making the most out of your salon suite space. So if you're just moving into a salon suite or you're contemplating the idea of becoming a salon suite owner, keep watching this video. Also, if you're feeling unsure that you're ready to move into a salon suite, you can check out our other video that goes over the things you must know before opening in a salon suite. We go over things like budgeting, branding, picking the right location. We go over everything in detail. It's a must-watch if you're unsure about making that move.
Tip number 1, get as much space and natural light as you can. So here's a photo of our salon suite. So you'll probably be moving into a single suite or maybe a double suite if you're really busy, you like to double book, or you like to work with an assistant. Or if you're moving in with a coworker or friend, you may want to do what Allie and I did, and we got 2 single suites and we connected them together through a doorway. So in one suite we put our styling chairs, our waiting area, our beverage area, and our checkout area all together. And then through the doorway you can see we have our shampoo area, we have our color bar, and all of our retail in the other room. So this gives a really nice salon vibe. It works for the flow of our day and the way that we work. And even though it looks really nice and spacious, every square inch of that place was planned out to make sure that it served a purpose and it functioned really well. If you do a single suite, or if you do a double or 2 singles that are connected like ours, I would highly recommend to get a window suite. Now they're really popular because look how beautiful they are. They give off so much light. They make the room feel so much more open and inviting. Now, depending on where you live, if you live in a small town versus a city, this could range anywhere from $15 to $75 more a week in rent. But I would highly recommend to do it and to just cut your expenses in some other area of your business if your budget is tight. It is so worth it. It will make the space feel so much larger and add to the client experience. Tip number 2, add in more lighting, both cool and warm bulbs. So these are the lights that came in our salon suite. We actually lucked out. They are LED lights, and in person they give off a slightly warm tone to the room. When you are doing your salon suite tour, make sure to look up and see what type of lighting you're working with. I think the thing that we can all agree on is that lighting is so important in a salon space. It can not only change the vibe of the room, but it can also change the way that your client's color looks after a color service, which isn't always the best thing. After doing some research, we decided we needed to add in more lighting and to add in more warm and cool bulbs to the room. We were afraid if we just used these lights alone that the room may feel a little bit sterile, so we needed to add in a lot of different temperatures at a lot of different points and heights in the room. First, we decided to change out the light fixtures of our sconces. So we got these from Home Depot. They have a beautiful gold detail to them, which just matches our decor a lot better than the sconces that were provided by the salon suite. And inside, we chose these LED dimmable candle light bulbs from Home Depot that have a slight golden warm tone to them. After research, we found that people feel the most beautiful when they have a warmer tone by their face. It's just the most flattering, and it doesn't cast as many shadows, which people just really don't like when looking at themselves in the mirror. So next time you're in a fitting room, if you love the way that you're looking, you most likely have a warmer tone by your face. We definitely want our clients to feel the most beautiful in our chair when they are getting their hair done, so this was an easy choice for us. Next, we decided to add in track lights above both of the styling chairs and the shampoo bowls. We got these track lights at IKEA, and we got the 4000K daylight bulbs to go inside of them off of Amazon. The daylight bulbs are so amazing. They're going to brighten up the room so much. It's going to feel so much larger in there, and they're going to be very functional. So you're going to be able to see what you're doing so much better, and you're going to see the true color of your client's hair so much clearer. The one thing I will will say is make sure that the light is not going to be hitting on the top of the head or on your client's face. So when you're setting it up, just make sure to pull out your styling chair to where you'll be using it on a daily basis and point the bulb so they'll hit right at the shoulders or a little bit behind the head. This way you make sure that you're not going to be casting any shadows on your client's face, which will be unflattering. We also added in this beautiful chandelier from West Elm. It was definitely a splurge for us, but we love it so much, and it's such a beautiful centerpiece for the whole suite. So because we already have the cooler LED lights going on and the daylight white bulbs for our track lights, we decided we needed to add in some warmth. So we chose the Edison bulbs for this light, which gives a more warm cast to the room. It just definitely helps to round out the temperature, and the Edison bulbs add a cool vibe to the room. So you can see how well all of the different lighting works together. It looks beautiful. It's very bright, but it's still warm and inviting. I love how the lighting bounces off the walls and the mirrors, so it just gives a great effect to our styling room. So the last bit of lighting that we added on was in our retail area. So this is our retail area right here. You can see how much product we have to display, and it already looks great the way it's spaced out and with the sconces, but we wanted to make it pop a little bit more. So once we turn our lights on, it just looks so beautiful. It really highlights the product. It looks so professional, and it just really elevates the area. So we used LED rechargeable cabinet lights from Amazon in a bright white light. They also come in warmer lights if that's something you're interested in, but it just has a double-sided tape attached to a magnet, and you just pop the light in place. You can recharge them at night. It just depends on how often you use the lights and for how long they're turned on. But it elevates the space, and it really makes it pop the way that we wanted it to.
So the third tip for surviving in a small salon suite space is making the most of that space. So you need to be really smart when it comes to storage, when it comes to the layout. So doing a lot of pre-planning is the best way to do that. When we moved in here, we did a lot of measurements so we can know like the height and the depth of everything to make sure that, you know, if we're standing behind our clients, are we like standing in our like waiting area? One really good tip is to get these foldable color trays. So these are perfect. A lot of people I know use carts. And carts, you know, they are the size that they are, so you have to find space for them. These, they fold up really nicely up against the wall. So we just pull them out whenever we have color clients or extension clients. There's a little lever here on the side. So you just flip that, pop it open, and it's the perfect height for working and for doing clients. So I'm gonna show you the setup here and what can fit on these trays. So you can see this has plenty of room for anything you would need to do a color service. When I'm working on my extension clients, I actually use two of the trays. One of them just holds all of the hair laid out, and then the other one has all of my extension tools. We got these on Amazon. They were really inexpensive, and I will link them in the description below. I know a lot of other companies sell very similar trays like this for a much higher price. So these were great for us. We've had them for over a year with no issues. So definitely check these out.
So the last tip is tip number 4, do not use wall space as a backdrop. A lot of people leave an entire wall blank so that they have a clean white backdrop for social media posts, and it really is such a waste of space. You need to use your walls really carefully. You could use them for decorations, for storage, for a waiting area, your styling area. So don't leave a wall blank just for photos. Instead, I would get this. This is a 3-roll wall-mounted backdrop system. This has been such a game changer. We didn't have to give up any space. That wall, as you can see, already had our sliding door on it, so it wasn't like we were going to use that wall for storage or anything else. It fits right above it, which is so perfect. And then to the left of the door, in that corner that we really can't put anything else either, we have our ring light. So whenever we want to take photos, we just pull the ring light out and get to taking photos. We put this small hook on the wall so that we could set the pulley system over there. That way when we want to use the door, it's not going to be dangling in front of the doorway. And then whenever we want to pull everything down, we'll just pull them off the hook. Right now we have a black and white backdrop with the option of adding a third one later if we want to do one with our logo. You can see how well the black backdrop works for our blonde clients. It really is such a high contrast, so it really makes the color pop. And then if our client happens to be wearing a lighter color shirt or outfit, then that also is a better option versus using a white backdrop. For the white backdrop, we love to use this if we're doing a very clean, sophisticated, polished look. You can see how the white backdrop really highlights the shine and dimension of this color. And then if you're doing any vibrant colors, a white backdrop is going to make the color pop the most.
So I really hope that you liked watching this video. I hope that maybe just one or two of those tips were something that maybe you didn't consider when you were planning out your own salon suite, and I hope that that just saves you some time and frustration seeing what's worked for us here. Obviously, these 4 tips do not fully capture the amount of hard work that Allie and I put into creating this salon suite space. So much went into it. We had so much help. If you're interested in learning more about that and getting a more in-depth salon tour with Allie and I, we would love to make that video for you. So if you would like to find out some of the obstacles we overcame, some of the vendors we used, some pieces that worked, some that didn't work, like this video, leave a comment down below and let us know that that's something you would want to see. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in our next video.